All right, guys. I will stay late for you today. So let's see what's going on. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me check my. Oh yeah, it's working. So just as um, I was saying earlier, I made a mistake when I read my chart, and I'm gonna tell you what I did. Probably I can pick the same one. It was really newbie mistake. So I'm gonna make this mine, and this is gonna explain where the mistake is. When I said my support was 88, I actually picked the wrong line. If you see this, it's a 50. This line right here, there's no 50% in the fifth retracement. This counts as nothing. So this is the line that I messed up. I should have picked this one, which is a blue one, which is a 38.2, and that's where I went wrong. And I really apologize. But with the price fluctuation, I think we are looking at a pretty good reversal. As you guys saw, what happened with BTC today. Let's just go to a smaller frame. So this is what happened today. We dumped really bad from this is a 3 hour chart, by the way. So we dumped pretty bad from 10 to 95. Well, it was obvious that we're not going to stop there. 95 was broken, and we kind of recover, and then we went all the way back to 10,000, where a lot of people were saying, "Yay, we're out." But we had a, I don't remember how this is called, but it's an inverse hammer, and then we went all the way back to 9,000. All right, well, that was broken again. We broke a fifth level right here. Then this is where I think we have a reversal. If you look at the touch, it's actually turning nicely, and we stopped dumping. We went slow, slow, and then the last 3 hours. Well, we didn't have a big price fluctuation. So if you go like this, it was only like it. I know the price is different, but it was only like 6%. So if you go like this, you're gonna kind of take a comparison of what is the difference. So at 5%, we were on almost half of the drop here. So we had a 10%. So that means that the sell-off is stopping and things are changing. Um, the only thing that this is the OVV. It's a on volume. Uh, I always get this wrong. Let me see what I know. It's for on balance volume. Okay, so what it means is people are buying. The volume is increasing on the buy side. So this changed, and you can see that it's kind of going back to a more bullish side. The TSI, it went flat, although the price was dropping. It kind of flattened, so that's a good sign. The only thing that I am a little concerned is this MACD. If you can see, the MACD has been kind of falling at the same ratio, but it hasn't really turned. And for me, that's a little concern, because if the price decides to drop again, then we're gonna still not going to have a reversal. But the fact that we bounce off this, it's a really good sign, because you can see this candle out of these ones, it's a pretty solid one. This, I hope this makes a doji. That would be awesome. Then we can think about the bulls taking control. But based on these three, I think we have a possible reversal. And if you look at my chart, I had to apologize on my comment, because that was a very, very bad mistake that I did. I'm taking a hard bounce on 81 price levels. We didn't hit there yet, and I'm not saying that we're out. I'm just saying that we might still go back to the 82 maybe. See if we can bounce off that. And again, I acknowledge in the chart that I made a mistake. I took the wrong fifth level, and that kind of confused everything because I was like, wait, why are we dropping so fast? And that's the reason why. This is a live chat, and Josh is saying hi to me, so I'm gonna say hi to him. So for this, I think we are in a pretty good spot, and this is the other cool thing about the 3 hour chart. You can see we have completed a drop. So we have 9 count. We started all the way up here. We switch 9, 1, 2. That means that it went below this. This didn't count because this is lower than this. And then went 3, obviously. And then we dropped this 4, but we couldn't go up. So that counts as 4. And then we went all the way back. And then we started the count down again. And then we 5, 6, 7, 8, and finally a 9. We could have 13 candles. That is a possibility. But I think for a reversal on the countdown, 9 is a full fall. That's why it kind of drops. You know, when you have a price going up, then it doesn't count because it's not closing below. So this is a good sign as well, just by looking at the number 9. So that's how I use my countdown. And as you can see, the price keeps on increasing. The volume keeps on getting the price on the volume keeps on growing. So that's a very nice. Um, Let me close this. A very nice sign for a possible bounce out of here. And I will always say, when you trade with caution. These things are really hard to read. So especially people saying that um, there's no one that can read the market. I mean, yes, you know, it's unpredictable and surprises people, but we always have a way to see where it's gonna end or where we're gonna bounce off from. For me, it's this is a hard bounce. I mean, I've been wrong before, and I hope I am not wrong this time because I really want to see my alt getting some green on it. It's just been bleeding like crazy. I had to close some positions, and for LTC, we can also see that. Let's just take the 3 hour. Uh, let's just take the 3 hour chart right here. And as you guys know, LTC follows BTC pretty close. And although we didn't have any support, as I said in my chart earlier, there was this was not LTC. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm confused with ETH, but I'll show ETH in a minute. So it really doesn't really you cannot really predict this because it follows BTC. So if you can figure out BTC, you can figure out them all three. And as you can see, we didn't have a full fall. I had actually alarm set for the lowest that I thought it was gonna go, but we are at 6. So yeah, we might actually kind of go sideways a little bit and then maybe retake the way up. As you can see, we hit the longest fall on LTC, which is 9, and then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 candles. So that was a double almost. That was a free fall pretty much from 212 all the way to 177. That was a crazy free fall, and you can see the RSI. It's turning. Um, I'm using the RSI. I didn't use the RSI for BTC because it's kind of useless. But this is turning around really nice. So we found some support at the bottom, and the MACD as well. Let me just set the chart. I don't know why I have these things. Okay, the MACD, it's to me it's kind of accumulating, so it's a little scary still, but it's it's getting better. It's not wide open like when you have hard dumps. And for this again, we are kind of flattening. This is the TSI spread false indicator, and this is how you find this TSI spread false move indicator. So this is very sensitive to changes on the price. As you can see, we had a lot of sell off here, and it didn't really change much. So that means that you have a stable sell off. It was slower than the dump because you can see these are huge chords right here. So let's go to ETH. ETH, I thought we were gonna go because this was something that I didn't really have any hopes for. There's no support here, so we were caught in a really bad spot for ETH. And I put the arrow here because this is the last and this is the fifth retracement. And if you think about hmm, ETH fell on BTC, then you kind of think, oh, okay, it's gonna go to the same turnaround. So this, I was thinking that it was gonna go that way, but it didn't. And this is a little more scary than the other ones. The TSI is still pointing down. The MACD is actually opening wider, and the RSI it's not. I mean, there's nothing that I can see. I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't know. It's a little scary. That's on the day, but let's see on the hour chart, on the 3 hours. We were ETH was the worst performing out of the three. Um, we were oversold, really oversold. I mean, we were oversold for hours and just kept on going. Um, Again, I think the it's getting closer for at least for the 3 hour. It's we're seeing some hope, and this also is changing. It's kind of pointing up, as you can see at the RSI. It's turning around nicely. Let me reset the chart so we can see. Again, we have the same scenario as the other ones. You can see the same candle probably as BTC. There's not, well, BTC is a little more bearish, but this is a more bullish candle. Okay, so I mean, this again, if you can hit one, um, you can hit them all. If you can hit BTC, you will know where the other four are gonna go. I didn't do BCH, but I mean it's a given. All right, guys. So that's for me. I was waiting for this moment right here, and I really gotta go to bed. Okay, I got a long day tomorrow, so I hope you guys are informed a little better today, and um, I'll see you guys around soon. Thanks for being here.